Are you ready to use your kid's 529 plan to pay for those college expenses? Well, there's three things you need to make sure you're aware of and tips that I'm going to give in this video that could save you a tax bill at the end of the year. Hi, I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA and I thrive on helping individuals and business owners grow their wealth and save taxes along the way. Today, we're talking about how to use that 529 plan that you've put money aside for your kids' college fund. It's time to draw on it. So, how do you do it? And is there anything you need to know about? Absolutely. We're covering three things you definitely want to know so that you don't get a surprise tax bill at the end of the year. Tip number one is understanding the maximum limit you can take out during a year. It varies by school. So each school publishes a cost of attendance for that year that includes tuition and cost of living. That is your annual maximum that you can withdraw to pay for that school for that year. Now, it might come as a surprise. You can pay for more than tuition because there's some housing costs and allowances that add up to that total amount for the year. But knowing what that cost of attendance is for your school is going to give you a nice little maximum that you can follow to make sure that you don't withdraw more than that max to pay for your kids' expenses. Because we all know when we're paying for rent, we're usually paying a little bit more than what that published amount is. Tip number two is timing. So, when we're looking at the tax return, which we do have to report this on clients' tax returns when they withdraw money, we want to make sure any money taken out during the year is paid to the school or paid to the landlord during the year. The last thing you want to do is withdraw money for that January tuition payment in December, because now we're going to have a timing difference. When we look at the calendar year total, you may have taken out more than that annual limit. And now we've got a tax situation. So, knowing that annual limit, and then also knowing that we'll only take out money during the tax year, the calendar year, that are going to pay for expenses that year. So if we don't have to pay for tuition until January, hold off on withdrawing those funds into January. Don't get into a situation where you take the money out in December to pay for a January expense, because now we're going to have a tax issue. Tip number three is keeping records. Whether I've seen clients do all different variations of this, whether it's an actual like spreadsheet or a log of all the different costs they've spent on tuition, housing, books, qualified expenses that they are justifying with their withdrawals. That's fantastic. You can also do something where it makes it a little bit easier on you, where you open a separate bank account. So when my kids went to college, we opened just an account that's kind of earmarked as their college fund. That's where we put money in. That's where we put the 529 money in, so that that gets then pays for their college expenses. They pays for their tuition, and also gives them a little bit of accountability where they have to actually pay those bills and some financial responsibility. Great idea, maybe or maybe not. It's a good idea for your kid. Again, kind of depends on their personality, but it is a way to show basically all funds going in, all funds going out for those college expenses. Whatever works for you, just keep records. If you haven't taken money out, but maybe you have a new or upcoming college student, I recommend you go into your portal that hosts the 529 interface and just go through the process to understand how you can withdraw and distribute money. Typically, you can choose a few different ways to distribute that money, and many times you can send it directly to the university. So kind of play around with it before it's time, so it's not a last minute thing that you have to do, and that maybe you're getting bills and a pending deadline, because it might take a few days or a week to get that money moved over. So just familiarize yourself with it. Follow the three tips I covered in this video, and you'll be set. Be so thankful that you put money into this college fund when those bills and expenses come your way, and know that you're not going to get a surprise tax bill at the end of the year. If you like this video, ring the bell, follow my channel. I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA, and I'll see you next time.